Okay, I was given a simple test. This form is what I was given. So no CSS, no nothing, just a simple form. Basically, I need to input car make, say BMW, Mercedes, or something else, and then a number, let's say 3 or 5 or 10 or 50, and if there is specific number of cars at a certain dealer, when I click find a dealer, it will show all the cars, list them in the rows, and all the dealers, or the handlers as they say here in Germany. So as you can see, at the moment form doesn't work, shows absolutely nothing, and I'm going to change this. I'm gonna add some form logic. So let's go to Trusted Sublime editor. What I have here is the basic HTML structure. Nothing much to say about this, except this form is what I was given to. So this is what was given to me. The only thing that I changed was the action. It was a dash here, and I put this so the form posts to itself. And now I'm going to add the PHP logic here at the top. It's a great day. So PHP, and I'm gonna close this so that I don't forget. I'm gonna close the PHP tags, and first I'm gonna start with the comments so that I know what I have to do. And the first thing, obviously, without thinking too much, is to provide database credentials in the form of variables. So database credentials, hope I got the spelling right, database credentials. Next thing would be obviously connection to the database. Then I need to set encoding. This was also asked of me, to set encoding to UTF-8. So encoding, or shall I say, to make it more clear, set encoding. All right. Next thing that I need to do is to accept the form, to accept the input from the form. So these fields here. Accept input. Did I got this right? Yeah. Accept input from the form. Then what do I need to do then? I guess I need to select the data from the database. Yeah, that would be a smart thing to do. Select the data. After selecting the data, I think it would be a good idea to present this data. So output data. Okay, so this sounds like a nice phrase. Output data. Output result data. Okay, so here we go. First of all, I'm going to set database credentials. It's very easy. I'm having a host, which is local host. I'm doing this on my local server, so it's a local host. It's a local host, and DB name, database name, short as DB name, will be testing, same as everything else. Username will also be testing, and password will also be testing. Password will also be testing. Okay, now we got this right. Testing, host DB, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's connect to the database. When I was asked to do this, they asked me to use MySQL. I normally use PDO because MySQL has been deprecated, and I think that PDO is much better to use, but for this particular assignment I'm going to use MySQL. So I'm going to say first going to declare a database connection dbc, and I'm going to set this equal to MySQL I connect. It has given me this conveniently, and now I need to put actually not. I need to put these variables. So I'm gonna go host followed by password followed by username followed by db name. Gonna end everything with a semicolon. I think this would be it. Now I'm going to set the encoding, and I'm gonna use MySQL set char set, I believe. Char set, no IntelliSense. Set char set, but I'm sure it's char set, and it's for dbc, that's the name of the connection, and UTF-8. I've been burned before, so I've learned that I have to put UTF-8 without the dash. Here in meta char set it's with the dash, and here it's without the dash. Now comes the, well, not the tricky part yet. The tricky part will be here. Now I need to accept the inputs from the form and store them into variables. First, what I'm going to do is to check if those values are set. So if is set, okay, if is set, gonna use post square brackets, single quotation marks, and what do we have here? We have name and number. So name. So if the name is set, then if the name is set, I'm gonna call this make, because this is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna be looking for a make of the car. So make is equal to, and we're gonna copy this guy here to speed up the process. Copy this guy. The only thing that I'm going to do actually here will be following. I'm gonna go cut this, Control X, and I'm going to I just remember they asked me to prevent SQL injection, and the good way to prevent SQL injection is basically to use trim, and I'm gonna go like this: trim strip tags, okay, IntelliSense works, and I'm gonna put it in here. I hope this will work. I think I haven't made any mistakes, but we're gonna test and check. And we're gonna go else. If it's not set, then make will be equal to an empty string. Okay, now to save some time, I'm going to copy this, Control C, and then Control V, and we're going to change the name. We will change the name to we're going to change the name to number, and I might as well change this guys here as well. I'm gonna call this number as well. There's no need to invent number, to invent some weird names. Okay, set if blah 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 blah. It looks fine. Now we need to select the data. Okay, so we need to select the data. So first I'm going to define this query, and I'm going to say select all, start using for all, select all from and I think it's cars. This data, the table, yeah, it is cars. Select all from cars, where select all from cars where make, sorry, small letters, well, make is equal, and I'm gonna use variable value. I'm gonna use variable as a value where make is equal make. Okay, so did I get this right? I think I did. I'm just gonna end everything with a semicolon, and now we need to define result. So I'm gonna use R for result, and I'm gonna say MySQLi query. I'm gonna say MySQLi query, and I need to define my connection dbc, what do I refer to, MySQLi query, and Q. I'm gonna end everything with a semicolon again. So this would be the result, and now I need to output the result of the data. I need to output result of this query. So I first need to put the number in the equation. So I'm gonna say if, I'm gonna use the if for this. I'm gonna say if MySQL, MySQLi, did I get the MySQLi? I sometimes make small mistakes. MySQLi num rows, MySQLi num rows, and I'm gonna provide this result, and then I'm gonna say is greater than, oops, is greater than or equal to the number. So if, let's say, if I ask 3 cars, if it's greater than or equal to 3, it will show result, otherwise there will be nothing to show, and we're gonna define this in a minute. But first, I'm gonna open these brackets, and now I have to create a loop. I'm thinking maybe for each loop, but actually, how could I do this? Okay, let's try with while loop. Maybe while would be more appropriate. So I'm gonna say while. I'm gonna put it like this: while row is equal MySQLi fetch always make these spelling mistakes, so I have to be careful. R, and then what do we do while this? I'm going to echo, and I'm first going to echo make. Gonna put a colon here, some space, and now I have to concatenate the values. So row make, I think it should be make, yeah, it is. Go to structure, yeah, the make model dealer location, yeah, that should be it. So make, what's next? Add some space, then concatenate model, model column, row model, I believe it's the model. And what else do we have? I'm sure we have some more, but I'm going to delete whatever is. Okay, Control C, Control V. So we have model make, just a second. Okay, model row make. So instead of just a second, sorry, I need to put dot here to concatenate. So instead of a make, I'm going to put dealer, and here dealer as well, and here I'm not going to use model. This will be location. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's location. So as we said, location, it's location. So if, while, and now we need to put else. What shall we say? We're gonna echo some fancy message like nothing to show, or no results, or nothing to show is just fine. Nothing to show. And we can end now. MySQLi, close, close database connection, and gonna save this. Quick look at this code. Everything looks more or less fine. It looks more or less fine, but we will see if it works. So we're gonna go to the test. I'm gonna say Jaguar, and I'm gonna say 2. I've tried it before. Form did not work. Now I'm gonna check with the new logic, and it says nothing to show. Let's see what cars do we have. We have 3 BMWs, so if I go BMW and go 3 again, check, and I get okay, everything is in the same line. So how can I fix this? Maybe by concatenating a couple of BR tags at the end. So BR and another BR. Save. Okay, let's do it's only one. Again BMW, and again 3. Find dealer. Okay, everything is on a new line. So this was a simple tutorial on how to select data from the database based on certain query using MySQLi and based on certain condition. Thank you very much.